This is Andrew Simmerman coming to you from MusicsPlace.com. Today we're going to be working on a vocal embellishment called the upper neighbor tap. The upper neighbor tap is useful most when you're holding a long note for a while and you want to add some extra pizzazz. So what you're going to do is hold this long note, but then sing a note which is up a step. Usually a half step and sometimes a whole step, but sing the note which is immediately adjacent by step, and it's going to be just a light little flick on that note, and then you come back. So there's no breath accent. Your diaphragm's going to feel exactly the same, and you're just going to manipulate your vocal cords to go up a step and then back down really fast. So it'll sound like this. Not that little run at the end, but the upper neighbor tap is also a very useful embellishment in preparing other vocal runs. So a nice little, descending third thing like what I just did sounds a little bit more spirited when you have the upper neighbor tap immediately preceding it. It just makes it sound a little bit more impressive. So the best way to learn vocal runs is by turning them into exercises. And so I would recommend singing an exercise that goes something like a descending major scale, starting on one note and then just doing your vocal run and then going down and doing the embellishment again. So it'll sound like this. Something like that. And another great way to learn it is by listening to people who are good at it. And so whenever you're singing along with the radio or CD and you hear the upper neighbor tap, just rewind it and keep on practicing it with them. And another great way is to just intentionally put the upper neighbor tap into songs that you're singing even when you don't think it belongs. So if I'm singing Bridge Over Troubled Water, I would sing, I will lay me down, and do those upper neighbor taps just to practice the skill, even though in a real performance context I probably wouldn't do it. So once you tie those all together and you start every day, do your little octave descending exercise, doing that vocal run, and you tie that in with listening and mimicking people who are good at it, and then incorporating that into your own singing, even when you don't think it's really necessary, just to build the skill. Once you do all of those things together, the upper neighbor tap will be a quick vocal embellishment for you to add to your repertoire.